5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're live with Neve.
All right, people. How are you doing today? You're on Live with Neve. We're here. I'm on the move, and it's a beautiful thing. So I've got a great guest. Mandy and I have a good. He's been coming around. I've been watching him for years and years, and just a tremendous artist. You're gonna like this guy, I guarantee it. And he's kind of an old school writer and singer and songwriter and band leader and all that good stuff. I know he's played keyboards with a bunch of people, and we can talk bio about him, but we're really here to talk about his new CD. This guy writes gorgeous tunes, and I'm hoping he'll play a couple with us. And I think you're going to be blown away because every time he comes on, and he has a show on usually, I'm going to ask him to be sure, but I think it's usually on Tuesday or Monday. I know whenever it's on, I always miss it, but then I go home and I end up popping them on the day later. So if you've been watching the show, I try to share his shows because they're worth watching. You know, he comes on, does an hour of original music, sometimes a few covers here and there, but mostly he plays his own stuff, and I just dig that so much. I'm looking here. Hey, Toby, what's happening, girl? Glad to see you. Toby Simmons, the girl from Wilshire Boulevard. Yes, indeed. So I'm going to get rid of this, see if I can pop myself back into the picture. Where are we at here on the brand issue? Let's just get out of here. Remove, hide. And there you are, back to me. And let's bring on Mandy and see how she's doing on this beautiful Friday.
Hey, what's up? Happy Friday. Woo!
Oh, really? This has been a brutal week.
Yeah.
Seems like everybody around me is either sick, dying, or something awful.
Well,
Three things at the same time, and I'm like, okay, the rest of the weekend should go better than the week did.
Yeah.
You know,
I'm a little bit in the same rut. There's a lot of that sort of stuff going on, like here too. You know, it's
TBear's here, so it's time to kick up the gears, play some music, get into the weekend with some good rock and roll, and just have some fun. So
that's right, rock and roll therapy.
Yeah, and smoke them if you got them. If you don't have them, I don't know, call your neighbor and ask him to come over and burn one and see some good rock and roll. Normally, I would be doing the news and all this other crap. But I can't today because I'm heading to see Al Di Meola tonight and want to try and make the sound check if I can. Anybody who knows who Al is or who doesn't should know. And if you don't know, he's a absolutely phenomenal jazz guitar player. And he's from New Jersey. So he's a good guy, and I think you're going to love him. But without any further ado, man, let's just bring TBear on. Get this shit on the road here.
Yeah.
Here he is. Look at that. There he is.
Hey, TBear.
Hey, you.
How are you? You got Nipper in the background. This is Mandy. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you've met.
Hi, Mandy. How you doing?
Hey, good. How about yourself?
Better for having met you.
Oh, nice. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Same here.
Absolutely. Me too. She makes me look good. So she does, you know, I got to say, I know I look in the mirror every morning. I clean up okay. Anyhow,
says your mama.
There you go. So tell me, T, what's the story on this new record? Is it autobiographical in nature? The way of the world says it kind of all.
Yep.
I'll tell you what, I recorded it with Tony Bronigal and Lawrence Juber co-producing over at Lawrence Juber's house. and I recorded it there, and also at J.J. Blair's.
Mm-hmm.
And it's very autobiographical, and but it's really homages to everybody that I've been kind of listening to or into during COVID and the tail end of COVID.
Right.
I was writing like a song every other day was a new song, and I came up with like 30, 40 new songs. And we picked and choose, Lawrence and Tony and I, what would be kind of cool on this record. We had a problem with abundance. We had like 20, 25 songs that we recorded that we had to, pare down to 12 with a balance, a bonus song. So it's called The Way of the World. Basically, I was looking at the world and saying, holy shit, am I living in this?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It is weird. It's a perfect title.
And then I thought to myself, because I was listening to Bob, it was my Bob Dylan week. I had all my Bob Dylan records out. And I thought to myself, the times they are changing.
Mm-hmm.
And I started writing The Way of the World, and I said, what would Bob say at a time like this? So that's where The Way of the World came from. What would Bob say at a time like this?
That's a deep well, too.
Nice.
Boy, certainly.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, every time I write a song, I need to go check if Bob wrote the same title because he's so good. It's not because of me. It's homage, and sometimes it's just brain fart. Like, I remember his title, and wow, that's on like the Big Pink album. It's been a while.
Yeah, and then, so I thought, who else can I give it homage to? And then I thought, it's about time we gave some homage to Brian Wilson. And I mashed him up with Mozart and little Amy Winehouse sprinkled on top. And so that one's called Before the Fall. And then I went out on a date one night with a girl called Julie, and she does work for Lou Adler, the iconic, legendary LA music and film executive. For people that don't know who Lou Adler is,
you need to.
All the Cheech and Chong movies, right? Not only did he do all the Cheech and Chong movies, but he produced. He's a record producer, and he produced Carole King's Tapestry, one of the greatest albums ever made.
Oh, jeez, yeah.
He produced all the Mamas and Papas hits.
Well, he only produced an album that's like one of the largest selling.
Yeah, and speaking of Dylan, he did an album called Dylan's Gospel, which is one of the greatest Dylan cover records you'll ever hear in your life. It was like Mary Clayton and all those people.
Wow. Well, that's cool. I'm gonna have to dig that out and just.
It's on Epic Records. Really, you got to find that because it's amazing. So I went out on a date with Julie, and I said to Julie, have you got any? She'd worked for Lou for like 40 years, and I said, so where all the stuff is, but what does Lou call you? Does he call you Julie? Does he call you? What do you have? You have a nickname? And she says, oh, I just got a nickname recently, and it's Jewel. And I said, well, that's pretty cool. How'd you get that? And she said, well, see, Lou goes to the Laker games when they're in town, and he sits courtside in the first chair at the first row next to the Laker bench. And right next to him in the next seat is Jack Nicholson.
I was going to say Jack's sitting right
just right
down there.
Right. So Lou wasn't going to go to a couple of the games. He said, bring these tickets over to Jack so he can have an extra ticket and give it to someone to sit next to him. So she says, that was during rush hour, and it took me like 4 hours to get to Jack's house. And finally got there, in time so he could get to the game with someone else. And Jack looked at me and he said, Julie, from now on, you're going to be called Jewel. You're a jewel, as far as I'm concerned. So that's how she got her nickname, Jewel. So I said to her, and I'm trying to make time with her, and I'm trying to impress her and to do, things you do on a first date. Sure. And I said, tell you what, Julie, I'm going to write you a song. And she looked at me and she said, you wouldn't be the first.
Wow. Well, that's a woman who's an inspiration of art, man. Oh, the women are the only work of art. Remember that.
And I said, I wouldn't be the first. Okay, who wrote your song? She goes, well, one that comes to mind right now is J.D. Souther.
Oh, well, you got good company there.
Yeah, I said, you set the bar really high for me.
Yeah, really.
J.D. Souther is the guy that writes with the Eagles and Jackson Brown and, James Taylor and shit like
Warren.
that. Yeah. And Warren Zevon, everybody. So I'm thinking to myself, wow, how am I going to, do that? I said, okay. So I'm listening to some of the records that J.D. Souther made, and I'm trying to find reference to Julie, and it's a little sparse on that end. But I say to her, I call her the next day. I said, you know what? I've just come up with an idea for your song, and the only difference is you're going to know in the first line from Jump Street that it's about you. So this is what I'm going to sing for you today. It's on the album. It's called Jewel. It's right there.
All right.
Nice.
It's not about the singer Jewel. So,
and it's not about my old co-host who we used to call no comparison. All right.
First line,
everybody. TBear.
You're gonna know. Are you a diamond? Oh, precious gem. You got your nickname Jewel from your famous friend. Are you a ruby with eyes all emerald green? Or maybe just a touch of aquamarine called Jewel. I'm bleeding blue over you. Just like a miner prospecting in love's stream, and you're the shiniest golden nugget he's ever seen. Or maybe just a pearl made a single grain of sand. Just like mercury, baby, you fast and slip through my hands. I'm bleeding blue over you. So come over here, the coast is clear. You can kiss me if you want, ain't no one here. Some people preach for it, and some people teach for it. Lord have mercy on my soul, got down on my knees to reach for it. But love's just a game you play, it's hide and go seek. Come on, Julie, take a little peek. It's just a game we play, hide and go seek. We advance, withdraw, Lord have mercy, we repeat. Just like a man prospecting in its stream, jewels at night and awesome as dreams. I'd rather be tried by a jury of my peers, 'cause I am bleeding blue.
Thank you, Rick.
I'm bleeding blue over you.
Man,
Nice.
that is just
Nice.
such a great song.
Yeah.
I mean, it really is. You know, all these tunes, every time I hear a new one from you that I haven't heard before, it just works. I'm sitting here with my trap kit, little 18-inch kick drum, with some brushes, just grooving in my head.
Yeah, that is smooth.
It was just such a nice song. I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it's a tune that has legs with you. Play it with it.
Yeah,
just
that's my
yourself.
homage. That's my homage to Leon Russell.
I was going to tell you in the middle of it, it sounds so Leon to me.
Yeah, it's inspired by Leon, and that's because
yeah, that's like
I have a Leon.
I mean,
Russell
Leon is just so
songbook
great there.
right here. And in that songbook, in the bridge, I found a chord over here. That chord,
right?
And I stuck it in the song.
Oh, you know what? That's cool because
yeah,
you know, just even the way you changed the bridge, that transition was a Leon. Yeah. It felt great. I would have said, "Oh, it's a Leon Russell tune." That's better. Yeah. I don't mean better. It's just it's in that vein. It's a good homage. Really nice.
Yeah.
Jesus.
So you asked me to do a couple songs. I'm going to do one more, and
all right.
And I'm going to do this one because it was just covered by Walter Trout on his Broken album. He has a #1 album called Broken, and he heard this song and said, "Can I record that too?" And I said, "Sure, go ahead." And
excellent.
I just got a phone call this week from a therapist in Florida who heard the song. She played it for one of her clients that was going through a kind of a crisis, and she said it worked so well on this person that the song is not therapy, it's baraphy.
You know what? Music is, in my opinion, the best therapy for any of us.
That's right.
Tom Petty said, "The only thing I know that makes me feel good and believe in magic." You know.
That's right.
So here's a song called "Breathe."
Okay, everybody, we got TBear.
When you're wondering who to call, as nighttime starts to fall, the sky turns to rust, and you're wondering who to trust, just breathe. Just breathe. So choose your seat with the clearest view. Make a choice as the last call chimes. You found a place to land, so I guess you'll do just fine. And breathe. Just breathe. I scour the area for clues, and all the news that fits I print, whether it's red hot, blue or lime. I guess I'm marking time. I left my crystal ball at home, thinking it would turn to stone. It's never front page news. There's holes in your shoes. So midnight, it's another day. Just like that, I'll drift away, with nothing left up my sleeve. All I can do is breathe, so breathe. Just breathe. I scour the earth for clues, and all the news that fits we print, whether it's red hot blue or lime. I guess I'm just marking time. I left my crystal ball at home, wishing it would turn to stone. Never front page news with holes in your shoes. There's not enough fingers to plug the holes, and life's rushing in from every side. And you're caught in life's landslides, and you cried and you tried and tried. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe. Just breathe.
Nice, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that one. Holy cow. Yeah, that's the truth. So that one's on the new album too, huh?
Yeah, that's on the new album, and that's got a lot of attention. That one. So there's a couple of songs for you.
Nice.
There's homages to let's see. Well, actually, there's a duet on this album that you might find interesting. It's a duet with Paul Rogers from Bad Company, and he and I sing a duet together, and it's called Red Harvest, all about the Russian invasion of the Ukraine. So that's a bonus track on this album.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Great track.
Yeah.
There's another one called Your Husband's Got a Gun.
Do you mean it in the literal sense?
In the literal sense, it's definitely like. With the sun set down today, my troubles just begun. I was just killing time, not looking to get killed, having some fun. And now I'm running for my life, and your husband's got a gun. So it's,
Nice, that's what's up.
Backdoor Man kind of song.
Yeah. Nice. Now, Neil told me that he might disappear because he's on the road, So, so that's where he popped off to. But, yeah. Like, where do you want people to get your music from? What do you prefer?
Well, I think you can get it on all the streaming platforms. It's available everywhere. It's a very well received album. There's a track that I gave an homage to Bo Diddley on called "Change Would Do Me Good," that you can see on YouTube. You can get it on all streaming platforms as well. It's a single that went to #1 in Europe this last month during Easter. So the album's a great album. Again, it looks like this.
Yeah.
And you can get it at quartovalleyrecords.com, Amazon, iTunes, Spotify, all your streaming platforms.
Nice.
And, you can contact me on Facebook under Richard TBear. You can also contact me. Let's see here. Let me give you the new website. give me a second here, and I'll pull it up for you.
Sure.
We have a brand new site.
That's great.
And let's see here. If I can find it here. Yeah. It's tbear.rocks.com. So
Nice.
www.tbear.rocks. And you can find it over there. And I'm out on the road with Walter Trout playing keyboards in his band for the next for the last year. I've been out on the road with him doing did about 16 countries. Just came back from Australia and New Zealand, and we're going to head out to the Midwest in July, August, and then we're going to in the UK in the fall. And then I'm also out with TBear and his band of merry men, all and around LA, and we're going to play next week at the Write-Off Room in LA, and then I'll be on the 17th. I'm going to be splitting the bill with Mike Zito in Bakersfield at World Records, and also let's see, at the Mint in LA. We'll be at the Mint in LA on the 23rd of June, playing there. So that's my story. I'm sticking to it.
Nice. That's what's up.
It's been great hanging with you.
Yeah, same here. And we're going to sign off like out of Neil Land on behalf of Neve, Mandy, and TBear. Happy Friday.
If you can't help them, don't hurt them.
Bye-bye.
Yeah, you can come on my Facebook show every Tuesday from 1 to 1:30.
Ah, beautiful.
Facebook Live. Look for TBear. Okay.
Okay, I sure will.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.